Hey guys, it's Robsy back with Paperless Student. In today's video, I'm going to go through 5 PDF editors for your iPad Pro. So I'm really excited about this video because I haven't done a list video in a very long time, and a lot of you guys have been asking me to review PDF editors, and now I've just come around to do it because I feel like I've reviewed the most important note-taking applications. There's still a lot more that I have to review, but for now the ones I've reviewed will suffice. For this video, for the demonstrations that I'm going to be doing in this video, I'm going to be using this planner, original Brook bought digital planner, for all my demonstrations for a couple of reasons. And the first reason is that it's a very great planner and I want you guys to see it. So if any of you guys are into planning, I highly recommend this planner for you. And from the website you can actually get the 2017 and 2018 planners for the price of one. And another reason is that it's a great PDF template for both in terms of organizations and page linking, so you guys can actually get to see the functioning of each and every PDF editor that I'm going to be reviewing, because I feel there's just a few very important things that each PDF editor must have. It's also a very short document. It's not a very long document, so it doesn't take too long to load. If it's a big textbook like my textbooks, they're very big, more than 100 megabytes per book. So I just thought those are like really huge and they take too long to load into the applications. And besides, at the moment I'm studying surgical diseases, and I'm sure you guys do not want to see anything to do with surgery in this video. So I just thought it'll be great if we use this planner. I will link it in the description down below, so if any of you guys are interested in this planner, you can check it out. And at the end of this video, I am going to give you guys my preference of these PDFs in order, because a lot of you guys always ask me, so which do you prefer, which do you think is better? And so I just thought I will answer that question at the end of this video. The first PDF editor that I'm going to be looking at is GoodNotes. This was the first PDF editor that I used in the first couple of months when I started going paperless, because it was the only PDF editor that I did know at the time. So this is a really great PDF editor for its price, and it does everything that you need a PDF editor to do. So it will annotate, it will highlight sections, you can erase per pixel or per stroke, you can select things to take a screenshot and export it to some place else, and you can just tap links. This is the icon link, the one that's highlighted at the moment. One thing I really love about this planner is that it has links to each and every page on this planner. It's crazy. It's exactly what I personally have been looking for. GoodNotes recognizes links on the page, so it will take you to different places. Any link you tap, GoodNotes will take you to that link. GoodNotes also recognizes outlines for textbooks. For any PDF, if a PDF has outlines, GoodNotes recognizes those outlines, and it actually has an outline for you that you can easily navigate. It's very useful. If your PDF has an outline, then GoodNotes will definitely pick it up. Unfortunately, GoodNotes doesn't create hyperlinks. Really a big downside, but I've heard GoodNotes has promised to bring this to their application soon. I don't know how soon that is. That's a good thing to look forward to for those of you that love GoodNotes, because it is very cheap. It's quite affordable for what it does for you. This might not be important for some of you guys, but I've realized that in the last couple of days this has been really important for me, where I can just drag and drop images into a PDF. So I think that's a great addition. If you watch my videos, I did a full review of GoodNotes. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. You guys know that I do not use GoodNotes as my note-taking application because my writing in this application is not the greatest. For that reason, my experience annotating my PDFs with GoodNotes has not been the greatest, but it's not detrimental because I did use this application for a very long time. The reason why I went sorting for other PDF editors was because I wasn't really satisfied with the one that I had. But I highly recommend GoodNotes. If you already have GoodNotes, you can use it for your PDF editing, and the application supports multiple windows. and then I open. This is my favorite planner that I got from a friend. She's absolutely awesome. So you guys can see that I have different tabs that I can open, and there's no limit to the number of tabs that you can open. So if you're the kind of person who likes reading a lot of textbooks all at once, then this might be a great option for you. What strength does GoodNotes have? I would say the price, and that it's an all-rounder. You can actually use it as a PDF editor and a note-taking application, though I highly doubt that you can write notes in one tab and study from another tab, which I've heard someone suggest, but personally that doesn't work for me. The only disadvantage I have for GoodNotes is that my handwriting doesn't look good, and I tend to tire much faster when I'm using GoodNotes to write. That's all about GoodNotes. So the next application that we're going to be looking at is GoodReader. So I'm just going to be looking at the most basic information about each application. GoodReader recognizes and also accepts hyperlinks. You can't create hyperlinks in GoodReader though, and that's a downside. You can't actually drag and drop anything into your PDFs. Believe me guys, this is really important, and I'll show you in a bit why it's important. Personally, I use this as a document manager. It unzips files. You just tap on it and it asks you if you want to unzip, and you unzip and it'll just create an unzipped folder above. So this is what I mostly use this application for. That's because if I was to rate the the editing, annotating experience in this application, I'd give it a 1 out of 5. Do not like GoodReader at all. It was actually the first PDF editor that I used after GoodNotes, and I just went back to using GoodNotes. The reason why I don't like annotating in this application, it just doesn't feel very natural. I mean, I don't know, I just don't like the idea of saving every time I finish annotating. When the tools disappear, I always struggle bringing them back up. I don't know how many times I have to tap for them to come back. Most applications you just tap and it comes back on, but with this application I feel like every time I try to bring my tools back I am gambling. So I really don't like this as a PDF editor, because it's just doesn't work great for me. Most outstanding feature for GoodReader is that it's a great file manager, document manager. It can open a lot of different files, and that's good, but unfortunately you can't annotate any of the other files. The only files you can annotate are PDFs in this application. I can't annotate this. I can only read it in this application. It doesn't even give you the option to annotate it, but you can export it and send it to another application. So keep that in mind. One thing to note about these two applications is that GoodNotes and GoodReader don't export links to other applications. So if you have a document that has links in these two applications and you export them to another application, they will lose their links and the links will not function in those applications. That is something important to note. If you want to use your links and keep your links in the other applications that you export to, then you should just remember that GoodNotes and GoodReader will not export those links to other applications. Okay, so Flexel is the closest you can get to a liquid text-like experience, but not quite. So the first downside with this application is that it doesn't support hyperlinks. So all the hyperlinks in this application don't work in Flexel. I hope that is something that they're going to fix soon. It's very important to recognize hyperlinks on a PDF, but the application recognizes the outline of the document, so that's a good thing. I guess if you can't use the hyperlinks, you can always find what you're looking for in the outline, which is great. It also keeps a track of your annotations, so this is a very quick way to access your annotations in different pages, and that's a good thing. You can write study notes in the actual application. Most of the time when I do this, I view my books in like 2 pages. So on one page I can put my notes, and then on the other I can read what's on that page. So this has a lot of gestures that you can have and a lot of things that you can do in this application. Like you can just copy and move sections of the notes. You can highlight sections, you can define words directly in, it's like an inbuilt thing where you can just find out what the word means. But it is a 2-step way that if I wanted to underline, I would have to select and then tap on underline. If I want to highlight, I would have to select, wait for that to pop up, and then highlight what I need to highlight, and I find that a disadvantage. If you take too long, it disappears. It feels like you're doing too much. Then you can annotate on the actual PDF, or you can write notes here. I really like the idea of writing notes and then exporting them to a different application, or just reading them from here. Really, there's no harm in that, but just that you can take notes in the same application and that you don't really need two applications, because you guys know I write when I'm studying, so I always need a place to jot the ideas and everything that I'm studying. No, you can't drag and drop images into the application. Another disadvantage I find in this application is that you can only open one PDF at a time. You can't open multiple PDFs. It's still a new application, which is something that I really like, that it's new and it already has so much. We will be seeing upgrades, improvements, and all of that. So I think this is a great application. And now the next application that you guys have been really interested to know about is liquid text. You have a section for your PDF, and then you have a section for writing notes, which is very important for me. This is where I write all my notes. Liquid text supports hyperlinks, so if you have a document and that has an outline or a contents page, it will recognize that. As you guys can see, I already put this here. So it supports drag and drop from Safari, but not from Photos. I have no idea why, because I did add this image anyway. So it does support drag and drop, and it supports multiple documents as well, but it only supports 3 documents at a time, so you can't have more than 3 documents book. And I really like this setup because it allows you to compare 2 sections of the textbook. Like if you're going to be reading something similar, you can have a little section of it here, and then you can have another little section of it here, so you can compare and see. And you can also enlarge your size, your space size, and you can also just completely remove it. I've already shown you guys, you've already seen me do it. One big thing about liquid text is the unlimited canvas that you have. Okay, it doesn't seem so unlimited now because I'm not writing anything, but the more you write, like you guys can see, these little squares are individual pages, so you guys can see just how many little pages you have. The canvas that you can use in this application is unlimited. I really like this application because of the ability it has for me to create mind maps, and I can write practically anywhere as much as I want in any random direction. My semester at the moment is very intense, and I don't really get a lot of time to organize my notes and write actual physical notes that are beautiful, and but this helps me study because I can just have all the information on one page and connect all the dots. It helps me study. As you guys can see, I don't really do much editing. Most of the time I just extract little information from and just write it here and just have it on the little section there, but I don't really highlight much because why highlight when you can just write it down, like write it on your brain, so to speak. And another good thing, you can export the hyperlinks in your document. My personal experience has been great. One disadvantage I hate about this application, and I feel very strongly about this, I really dislike the fact that we have our tools at the bottom of the page and they don't have palm rejection. So I always find myself tapping on this stupid thing or changing and making my fingers start drawing little weird things on my canvas, and I don't like it. I don't like when that happens, because I mostly use my finger to navigate, and then when I tap on this finger draw, it starts drawing. For some weird reason, it's not working right now, trying to embarrass me, but I know what I'm talking about. I use this every day and I absolutely dislike it. PDF Expert. First thing you guys will be interested to know is that you can actually create hyperlinks. This is the main reason why I need this application. You have different versions, but the full version, it allows you to edit the actual PDF, and it also allows you to create links. So that is the main reason why you want to get this application. So I use it when I'm studying my notes, when I finish writing my notes and I have my finished product. It supports hyperlinks. They're already highlighted for you guys to see them. I don't normally have them highlighted, but I wanted them highlighted so you guys can see them. It also has an outline. There is an outline for you guys, and it has annotations. Anything that you add or do to change your PDF can be easily accessed here. it sends hyperlinks to other applications. If you were to have a document and you send it to another application, like let's say GoodNotes for example, it will still have its links. It also supports the drag and drop tool, and then you can resize it. So I use PDF Expert for two main reasons, as for my planners, and I also use it for studying for my exams. So I will be showing you guys how I do that soon when I'm studying for my exams. At the moment, I don't have any exams that I'm studying for. For those of you interested in purchasing this application, I'll put a link in the description down below. The developers of PDF Expert contacted me and they offered you guys a 15% discount if you purchase this application with the link that I'm providing in the description. And if you like this planner, you can also go ahead and purchase it. I'll also put a link in the description down below for it. And so in the next couple of weeks, I will be getting into the details of each and every application that I've talked to you guys about in this video. Okay, so you guys are always interested to know what I think is the best application for this. So here is my list of the applications in order. So on number 1 is the PDF Expert, obviously. Number 2 is Liquid Text. Number 3 is Flexel. Number 4 is GoodNotes, and the last one is GoodReader. There you have it. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope that this video was very helpful for you guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe because I release new videos every week. So until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.